Carmarthen was once the capital of West Wales and is the oldest town in Wales. It has a great heritage, but it is still a small market town type community, so it's great to be able to identify with that.
Best thing about living in Carmarthen is down to people. Carmarthen people, we kutch, English translation of hug or cuddle. Essential services like doctor surgery, hospital, chemist and shops on our doorstep. Getting to the cinema, coffee shops, restaurants, art galleries, town public library and the park, which makes living in Carmarthen and within Carmarthenshire region the best living experience as a best address for me within disabilities being a part of me.
The best thing about living in Carmarthen is the people. Very community based and also it's an agricultural town, a market town, and obviously the Welsh is quite strong in this community.
And my favourite thing about living in Carmarthen is just how small the town is really, and how friendly everyone knows each other because it's such a small place. And also I like the way it's been modernised quite a bit also, which is helpful for people my age and children growing up. There are a lot of drama clubs going around and dance studios, which is really, really helpful for me and also for other people.
Just the sheer volume of talent that people who've moved on to professional work, who have set up companies, who are just unbelievably talented and from a small town.
I'm a poet and a collaborator. I love collaborating internationally and working with partners. So one of the most difficult things about living in Carmarthen is that I am perceived as being in the wild west of Wales and not close to what may be considered a more cultural capital like Cardiff.
The lack of funding for support groups, and these groups are vital for the veins of the community.
The difficulty in growing up in Carmarthen was the lack of things to do as a young lad, as a teenager.
So the important thing to do is to look to those young people and make a positive difference to the life of the young people living in Carmarthen. What we need to do is give them the tools and the resources to express their voices creatively, musically, artistically, poetically, so that they can bring this town to life through their own expressions and give them a sense of being proud of themselves and therefore the town in which they live.
Groups connecting in engaging ways to enhance people power. We all need to be listened to and be listeners and feel we belong with something valuable to offer.
More funding to be set up by charities and local businesses to help all ages come through a difficult time.
And a better integrated traffic system or transport system with buses and trains properly connecting with each other. Better use, better opportunities for things like park and ride so that we can park outside of town and get into town so that there's less traffic in town.
A positive difference to the town here is if they kept all of the independent cafes and shops.
Biggest, most positive difference by 2040 in Carmarthen would be like a centralised arts hub, some kind of designated building for all of the different performing arts groups, dance groups, gymnastics groups, theatre groups, whatever you can name that is creative.
But stand, see, catch, feel, smell, hear and cry. Stand on the sinuing, swan-spotting stay, splaying Pont Morgan, this town's Millennium Bridge, Casachti Ossave Dre. See apricot morning light, blush skies, spangle eyes in a bow of houses, iambic couplets at Park Hall, stanza'd on the hill.